Hey, welcome back to 30 Days of Mindful Movement, our spring reset, and this week's theme is new growth. So your question is, where can you invite more growth into your life? So you can think about that while you're moving with me today. You can think about that throughout your day, but just start to think, where can you grow more? So we're gonna get started in tabletop position. Just come onto your mat, bring your knees hip distance apart, your hands underneath your shoulders, and round your back for cat, navel into your spine, and then slowly melt your heart and look up for cow. Again, round chin to your chest for cat, and then arch for cow. And then start to just round your hips, creating circles here, breathing, moving mindfully on your mat, inhaling. And then slowly stop center. Bring your knees together to touch. And bring your right leg behind you. And then stack your hips one on top of the other and come onto your fingertips. Now, you can feel free to stay here, or if you want to challenge your balance, make sure your toe is tucked under and see if you can hover your hand. Maybe you can hover, maybe you can get it up for a couple inches, or maybe you can grow your arms and lengthen as you bring your leg away from the ground as much as you can. So just feel that balance. You'll feel your arms shaking, your hands shaking, and again, if you're just a couple inches off the floor, that's fine too. And then slowly place your hand down, place your knee down, and shift back for child's pose. Take a deep inhale, and exhale, melt. Again, deep inhale, exhale, melt. Just completely let go. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna go to the other side. So this is really a big challenge. A lot of people like to do it with their foot down, but I feel like that's even harder. So I like to tuck mine under, bring your knees together to touch. And just find that balance. So bring your leg back and then stack your hips. So even if you're stacking your hips and you're only on your fingertips, this is perfect. Just see how far you can bring your leg away from your ground. And then slowly, another thing I like to do, a lot of times if your hand is directly under your shoulder, it's a lot harder. So you can move it up a couple of inches. It gives you a little bit more surface ground to play with. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Slowly hover your hand, and then maybe when you're ready, you can bring it up. But you can, as you can see, I'm shaking. This is not easy, but just try your best. And if you want to challenge yourself even more, you can start to gaze up. Hold in a couple more breaths. Lift the leg a little bit higher. And maybe you fall out, and maybe you come down. This time, bring your knees to the corners of the mat. Slowly shift back. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Let your heart melt all the way down. Again, inhale. And just pull your armpits back towards your chest. Exhale and melt. Completely letting go. Then slowly come up halfway and thread your left arm through. Bring your right arm up and over. You can place it on the small of your back, or you can reach and grab your thigh. And slowly relax your head down. Close your eyes and just breathe. This is the one time we can just really let go, not feel rushed, start to build our strength. And then slowly come up, unravel, and go through the other side. So just thread the right arm through. Left arm comes up and over. Can create space. You can just leave your hand on your back, or you can reach around and grab your thigh and breathe. Remember your deep Ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose. And you can let your head hover, or you can relax it all the way down, and that helps you relax your shoulders. And then slowly come back up and plant your hands down and lift your hips. Bend your right knee and your left, shift your hips from side to side. Just create some space. engaging your core, and then take a couple of steps up to the front of your mat. Slowly bend your knees halfway, melt your heart, and just lengthen up. So it's almost like you're a quarterback, and just slowly bend your knees and make sure you make that connection. And then from there, keep that connection and lift your hips as high as you can and release your head. And you can stay on your fingertips, or you can just relax your arms down too. So lifting your hips, completely relaxing your upper body. Staying connected, keeping your chest connected to your thighs. And then slowly round all the way up. Awesome. Now bring your toes together to touch. And we're going to work on tree pose because it really can grow your tree. And we're going to grow our tree starting from the feet. So starting with the feet, the most basic chair is just what I call a kickstand. You just kickstand your foot and you bring it on your heel on the side of your ankle, and this is really beautiful, and you can move from this place. If you want to go to the next level, you can bring your foot to your shin, and that's a beautiful place too. You don't want to put your foot on your knee. You want to actually pass your knee and bring your foot to your thigh. You can feel free to stay here. That's a beautiful place. Or if you're advanced, you can bring your foot to your hip crease and face your foot up and your knee down and reach around and grab your toe. And that's a beautiful place as well. So wherever you are, just start to breathe. And now we're going to start to challenge our balance. So take this opportunity to close your eyes. Wherever you are, you're going to feel your tree start to shake and wobble a little bit. And now I want you to start to grow your branches. So even if you're advanced, see if you can grow your branches and take up some space. You can bend your knee if you need to. You might lose your balance, but just really have some fun with it and just let your branches flow in the wind like you're a tree. You know, sometimes you want to be strong and sometimes you want to be fluid and flexible. So just see yourself as a tree, growing your branches, moving however you want. If your tree starts to slide like my tree, or if you fall, and just come right back. And then slowly find your center again. And slowly bring your knee to your navel and down. So now we're going to just do the opposite side. So again, remember your options. You can kickstand the heel, placing the heel on your ankle there, or bring it up to your shin, your thigh, or the advanced variation, placing your foot at your hip crease and reaching around. Wherever you are, you're just going to focus on this grounded foot and see if you can bend the knee slightly, engage your core, and find your center. So before we start moving, just find that space, maybe even close your eyes, and watch how much closing your eyes really challenges your balance. And if you get scared or nervous, you can open your eyes again. Just feel. Maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, you start to wobble. And make sure your bottom leg stays nice and supple so you can bend that knee. And now we're going to start to grow our tree. So bring your hands to heart center and then grow your tree. Allow your arms to move. Keep your foot solid, so don't move your foot, but you can bend your knee, you can move your arms. Allow your limbs to flow in the wind, but keep your core engaged. So this is what we mean by having your strength and flexibility at the same time. And if we practice this on the mat, then when we are in the world, we'll be able to move like the Matrix and dodge those challenges as they come our way. And then slowly find your center. Slowly bring your knee to the navel and down. Go ahead and shake your legs out. All right, now that you've grown your tree and you felt growth in that way, now we're going to try another pose that I really like. It's called crow pose. So with crow pose, it takes a lot of hand strength, wrist strength, and upper body strength. So we're going to do a little warm up with our wrists. So you want to come back into tabletop. You actually want to turn your fingers towards your knee and the eyes of your elbows forward, opposite hand towards the knee. And you want to just shift back just a little bit, just so you can feel it in your forearms. And hey, if you feel it in your forearms right here, then stay right here. engage your core and just create some space. So with our hands on the backs, just round your body. This is how you're going to be when you come into crow, just rounding through your back. And slowly down again, round and down. And now bring your hands back forward. And really focus on spreading your fingers as wide as you can on your mat. And you want your hands about shoulders width apart. And I want you to come up into Malasana, so Yogi Squat. You're going to try to come down. If your heels are off, that's okay. Just try to sit down and back and get them down as much as you can. And you want to press your knees open with your elbow and bring your heart up. And your squat might not look like mine, but it's okay. Just get as close as you can and just breathe. See if you can close your eyes here. We're just opening up the hips, so we're going to use them in a second for our crow pose. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Awesome. All right, now for our crow pose. So first I want you to just place your hands down and just do a couple leans, putting a little bit of weight into your elbows, into the floor, just starting to feel how it feels to lean forward just a little bit. So fingers are spread wide and you're pouring weight onto your hands just a couple of times. Now you're going to lift your hips as high as you can, bend your knees, and you're going to wrap your knees around your triceps. Now after you have your knees around your triceps, you're going to raise your right toe and then down, raise your left toe and down. And you know what's next? Do you know what's next? Crow pose. Okay, so again, this is the most modified version, and this is the version I learned first. Maybe you know another version, but this really helped me get crow pose. So you want to lean your weight into your hands as if you were coming into chaturanga. You want to lean your weight forward, right toe, and then left toe, and maybe both toes, hover here. Squeezing your elbows, squeezing your triceps with your legs, and then slowly come back. All right, so if you're a beginner, just start there, try it out. If you want to place some pillows because you're scared you're going to face plant, trust me, I face planted before. It's not fun. Grab a pillow, grab a couch cushion, a chair cushion, whatever you need, put it there, and just try it a couple times because it's all about growing. And if you never challenge yourself, you never know how far you can actually grow. So maybe you won't challenge yourself with this one. Maybe you challenge yourself with tree, and that's enough for today. But you can challenge yourself here as well, and we have one more challenge. We have 3 challenges today, so I'm challenging you this week. So try that. If you are more advanced and you know how to do that and you want to go a little bit further, you can practice, bring your hands about shoulders this apart. Again, chaturanga arms, so your elbows should not be facing out. They should be facing back. And just start to pour some weight into your triceps again, and maybe your right knee comes off. You just see how that feels for a little bit, and then maybe your left foot comes off. See how that foot feels a little bit, and then maybe you bring one and then the other one off, and you find your balance here. And once you find your balance, you start to press through your hands, engage your core, and you're rounding your back like a cat. You're engaging your navel into your spine. You're creating space here. And you can see I'm gripping down with my fingertips and balancing. And then slowly come down. And then we can slowly come back into our Malasana squat. How did you do? Take a deep inhale and exhale. Whatever you did or whatever you didn't do, no matter how many times you fell out, just feel good about that you tried. Just feel good that you tried. Feel good that you're doing something that will not only grow your practice, but it will grow your confidence as well. So one more time, let's try it together, whatever you want to do. If you did get crow and you want to start to go into crane, you're going to come a little bit higher in your armpit and start to straighten your arms as much as you can and bring your toes together to touch. So that's level 3, or you can do one of the other variations. One more time, hold it for a couple rests, and then let's come down. Take a deep inhale and exhale, allowing your back. And now we're just going to release our hip flexors a little bit. Bring your knees to the corners of your mat. Reach back and grab your right foot. Press your foot into your hand. Press your hand down and lift your heart. And slowly relax down. And bring your heel as close to your thigh as you can. If you're more advanced, you can press your hand down and bring your elbow up and get a really nice hip flexor release there. Otherwise, this is good enough. Just breathing here, opening the shoulder, and then slowly release. Other side. You can also come up on your forearm. I like to come up on my hand to get the back bend and shoulder opener, but even if you come up on your forearm and reach back, that's beautiful. Just hold it there. Or if you want it to be a little bit deeper, press through your hands, lift yourself up, and even deeper, hand down, elbow up. And just bring your foot as close as it wants to go. Trust me, when I started yoga, I couldn't even touch my toes. This is like 13 years later. Some people do what I'm doing in 2 years, but you know, we all have our own unique journeys, and so just enjoy your journey, whatever it is. Go ahead and relax down. Take a deep inhale, press yourself up, and relax. All right, one more challenge. Una más. Okay, so headstand. It's your last challenge. So what I know about inversions are that for me, being a tall girl, and people don't think I'm heavy, but I weigh 155 pounds, and my lower body is a lot heavier than my upper body. So when I put myself up into the air, it's really scary, and I always felt like I was gonna fall over or hurt myself or hurt my neck, and that fear kept me from doing inversions. Well, the first inversion that I really tried was a headstand. And when I did it, I felt like my brain was oozing out the top of my head. I was like, this is not for me. My head's not made for this. I'm tender-headed. Whatever that meant. It was more so a hair combing thing. But anyway, I thought it just wasn't for me until I started trying it. And again, it hurt for a good month before I could actually balance on my head. So I'm going to show you how to do a headstand. And if it feels like your brain is going to ooze out, just know that you're normal. And I felt that way too. But with practice, it's going to get better. Your head's going to get stronger, and you'll be able to hold it. All right, sorry about that long monologue, but here we go. Place your head down. It's like you're making a triangle here. Your head is going to go at the top and your hands at the bottom. So bring your knees up to your hands and place your head down. Again, your hands are going to come beside your knees, and you're going to lift your hips and walk your toes up toward your hands as far as you can, trying to balance your hips over your head. And now one leg at a time, you're going to bring your knee up to your tricep and back down. The other side, up and back down. And maybe that's where you're at today. Just keep doing that. And if you don't want to go farther than that, that's fine. If you want to go a little farther, then go ahead and start to try to balance. And then maybe you balance the other side too. And maybe just hang out here. This is absolutely fine. Or if you want to go a little bit further, maybe you raise one leg up into the air and the other leg up. And you're like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe this. And you never know when you're going to rock the headstand. So just breathe wherever you are. And if you're advanced, you can do some fun leg positions here, whatever feels good in your body. And if you're advanced, you can try lotus. It took me a couple years to finally do it. So just breathe wherever you are. And if you've come down, just come into child's pose and relax. And then wherever you are, slowly make your way down. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring your knees together to touch and wrap your arms around your thighs. Slowly exhale. Completely relax. Feel free to shift your weight from side to side. Again, deep inhale and open your mouth, exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Just completely let go. And slowly make your way up. So I know that was like 3 challenges in a row. I hope you really enjoyed them, but I feel like growth is really about challenge yourself to do things you haven't done before. So now you get the opportunity to do one of those. So you can do tree pose, you can do crow pose, or you can do headstand. You have 1 minute in the pose of your choice. Let me see which one I want to do. I think crow pose. All right, so you pick. You're going to do a balancing pose with me. We're just going to hold it for 1 minute, whichever one you choose, because I don't think I've held crow pose for 1 minute in a long time, so I'm going to try it. All right, you ready? In position. If you're doing headstand, go ahead and go down, head down, hips up. And if you're doing crow with me, let's get started. whatever level you're at. We're just gonna try it again. And even in headstand, you can place pillows wherever you need to so that you feel comfortable. So we're just gonna breathe easy wherever we're at. This is how we grow, just practicing, being okay with where we're at, finding the balance, finding the focus, finding our breath, finding what feels good to us. We don't even have to do the same thing as someone else. We can do our own thing and feel absolutely comfortable. So just breathe wherever you are, tree, crow, or headstand. And find your center, find your focus. If you fall out, come back in. If you're shaking, that means you're trying hard. Maybe you can crack a smile. I'm about to fall out. Okay. Oh, that was so good. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're still up, then I don't think I did a whole minute, so just stay there for about 10 more seconds. And then when you come out, take a deep inhale and exhale. Let's all come into child's pose again, this time with your knees wide. Slowly relax down, completely letting go. If you're in tree, slowly make your way down to child's pose. And in child's pose, I just want you to rock from side to side. Completely relax, let your head go. Inhale, exhale, and just settle. Take a deep inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, deep inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Feel how good it feels just to be silent after a lot of effort. Give yourself time to rest. Then slowly make your way up and cross your ankles and bring your feet out in front of you. So we're just gonna counter all of that balancing with a nice little back bend. And place your hands down. Make sure your fingertips can reach your heels, and then just lift your hips up. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Feel free to stay here, or you can clasp your hands and come up higher on your shoulders. Option also to walk your feet and knees together, extending your right leg into the air. Just breathe. And relax that leg down. Opposite leg into the air, breathe. Slowly relax that leg down. Slowly unclasp your hands, relax your hips down. Bring your feet to the side of your mat. Let your knees fall together. Bring your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your abdomen. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Feel your heartbeat. Remember your intention. Where would you like to invite more growth into your life? Slowly bring your feet back hip distance apart and scoot your hips to your heels to your hips, and slowly come back up for another bridge. Or if you like to go a little farther into wheel, you can place your hands beside your ears and press up into wheel pose. Pressing your heart toward your hands, really opening up through your heart. Option to walk your hands closer to your feet or come up onto your tippy toes. Again, melting your heart towards your arms, bringing your knees together. And if you would like to go more advanced, you can raise your right leg, knee to your navel, and then extend it up. Slowly bending the knee, coming down. Opposite side, knee to navel, and extending that leg up. And bending the knee, coming down. And then whenever you're ready, slowly coming back down, the opposite way you went up. Bring your heels to the corner of your mat, let your knees fall together. This time, bring your left hand over your heart, the right hand over your abdomen, and breathe. Inhale. Open your mouth side out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Just completely let go. Just allow your legs to fall over to the right. And relax your hands out to your side. Completely surrender your body, your mind. Slowly switch sides, allowing your legs to fall to the other side without even moving your hips. Just allow your legs to fall over wherever they are, nice and gently. And then slowly bring your knees back center, bring your knees into your chest, bring your feet towards the ceiling and grab onto the outside of your feet. Bend your elbows and pull your knees towards the ground as you rock from side to side, trying to keep your sacrum as close to the floor as you can. Slowly bring your knees into your chest, walk forward and back a couple of times, and then rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. And now we're going to end with a short meditation. You can do this meditation sitting up, or you can lie down in Shavasana, whatever you would like. Whatever you do, just find yourself in a comfortable position. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And just listen to your breath. And do a complete scan of your body. Taking a deep inhale. Send the vibration of love through your head, your shoulders, your chest, your abdomen, through your hips, and through your legs. So you allow your body to melt down, completely relaxing. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And start to cultivate the energy of the sunlight. Starting in your head, allow that light to grow stronger and stronger as it starts to fill your entire body with light, beaming out from your head, your chest, your abdomen, your legs. Allow that light to grow stronger and stronger as it emanates out from your body in every direction. Send that light of love out and let it travel with you through your day, so that everyone that gets into 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, they can feel your light, they can feel your love. Just see yourself emanating this light, this energy, this love vibration everywhere you go. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Slowly bring your awareness back to where we are. Bring your hands to heart center and to your third eye for clarity of thought. Bring your hands to your lips for clarity of speech. And bring your hands to your heart for clarity of action. The divine in me sees, honors, and recognizes the divine in you. Let's light this world together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, remember to let me know how you enjoyed the class. Leave your comments below. And be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.